Hello everyone, and welcome to part 2 of my 4-part series of Kino Der Toten guide, strategy guide, tour, whatever you want to call it. Basically what I'm doing is taking you around the map and teaching you a few tips, tricks, strategies to try and use while you play this map. I've only played this map a few times, so this isn't going to be a flawless game, you know. I mean, there's going to be a few fails in it, and, I mean, you know, I'm only human. So, yeah, I bought the box, and I got the Python out of it, which isn't really all that great of a gun at this point without speed cola. And, so I'm starting to open up the right side, and showing you around a bit in here. And, I open up the right side because it has speed cola, and it's also my preferred way of opening doors and getting everything opened and everything. There's an MP40 right there. I haven't really used it, but I've heard it's pretty good.
Need some money for that.
Anyway, you open up this door right here, and personally that's the last door I open up, because that metal door over there to your right is well, one sec. That's the final piece of the meteorite, and now it's time for the music. So I'll be quiet while the music plays, just so you can hear it and hear if it's, you know, honestly worth listening to, which personally I think it is. So I'll be back in just a second.
Skin-jerking flesh junkies! Hey, something, what time you got there? Oh, sorry.
That is the spot.
Alright, so that was the Easter egg song for Kino Der Toten of Call of Duty Black Ops Zombies. Personally, I think it's great. I think it's better than the ones in the previous World at War maps and all that good stuff. But yeah, it's a pretty easy Easter egg to get, and personally, I absolutely love it. I do not know the song name or the author. I haven't really looked into that yet, but I mean, it should be fairly simple to find. And right here, I traded my empty gun for an FAL, which isn't really all that great considering it's a single shot, so you have to either have a really crazy awesome trigger finger or a controller. Personally, I do not use a mod. They're just overrated. They're essentially, you buy one, you use it for a little while, and then they have a patch for modded controllers, and it's just sort of a waste of money. But I mean, if you buy one, you know, that's up to you. That's your choice. It's your money, you know, whatever. But I mean, I'm not anti-modded controllers, but, you know, it's whatever. So yeah, it's a dog round, and I usually just camp at this one spot, and I'll leave that metal door closed because I like to camp there for dogs, and it's easier to run around in circles around the map like you saw in the previous video. And another thing, when you're going up the stairs, always try to pull out your strongest gun, because you'll see somewhere in the video, one zombie actually cuts around that door and nearly gets me down simply because I wasn't really paying attention. But I mean, as long as you're paying attention, you'll be fine. You should be, at least, until later rounds. But yeah, it's pretty easy strategy. When you start to feel a little bit of pressure, you know, just start running. I always do, but I mean, personally, I'm just a very cautious player. I don't take many risks, because I mean, you know, I just prefer to play it safe. But yeah, like I said, the Python isn't really a good gun unless you have speed. And yeah, honestly, it's a two-shot kill now, pretty much, which can make or break you, you know, depending on the situation. So I recommend trying to get at least one MG and maybe one assault rifle or submachine gun. That's personally how I like to play the game. But yeah, usually try to use your guns that haven't been upgraded yet. Usually I try to wait until I'm almost out of ammo for the gun that I'm going to upgrade, and then I'll go ahead and upgrade it once the ammo is out, so that way I get the most points possible and the most kills possible without wasting upgraded ammo. Because most of the guns that you can buy ammo off the wall, I wouldn't really recommend upgrading them, simply because of how they are when they're not upgraded, you know. It just seems like it wouldn't be all that better upgraded to begin with. And especially since Pack-a-Punch only adds a limited amount of ammo. Like previously, it used to usually double or, you know, at least go up by half. But here it seems to only go up a few rounds, like 15 of a 30-round clip. But, I mean, you know, that's just from the one time I've upgraded. But and here I got the Thunder Gun, which personally I think is really overrated, because you can't reload until you use both shots, and it's not always lethal. Sometimes it just blows them back, which is kind of pointless, but kind of useful in some situations. Which it's got the FAL back, and that kind of made me mad. But but I mean, you know, it's personal preference. Now this gun is a 3-round burst, and It's actually kind of semi-decent. I prefer a regular gun, like a regular full auto assault rifle or something like that, just because I'm not a very big fan of 3-round burst. And the M16 is 3-round burst in Nazi Zombies and multiplayer, just in case you're wondering. Which I think they should have made it full auto for zombies, because I mean, you know, why would you use a 3-round burst for zombies? But that's just my thought. But anyway, back to the gameplay. I usually try to rebuild the barriers whenever I think to. I don't always remember, but I try. But yeah, especially around the areas that you're going to be running around, I recommend that. But I wouldn't recommend rebuilding any barriers in the stage, because I mean, you know, you're just going to be standing here for a few minutes of the round and then leave when it gets kind of chaotic. So, and honestly, the more that come from the stage, the better, because that means there's going to be fewer zombies coming in from where you're going to be running to. So that's always pretty nice. And as you can see, it's about a 2 to 3 shot kill, just depending on where you hit them with the with that 3-round burst. And that was a big fail right there. And the shotgun is always nice to use for that little strategy right there. But yeah, it's pretty straightforward. I guess technique, maybe. I don't know. Whatever you call it. But I mean, you know, it's how I play the game. It won't work for everybody. Everyone won't agree with it. That's fine. I'm just here trying to lend a helping hand. But you know, maybe you can take a few things from it and add it to your own and make your own strategy and find a way to do, or find a way to get the best gameplay you can. Because everyone's different, and not everyone is such a defensive player like I am. And one of my friends is just straight up rush, like that's pretty much all he ever does, and I do not see how he does it. If I rush, I get so aggravated, like, not even kidding. Like, I just cannot rush very well. If it's like a rush plant, then I can do that, but if it's spawn rush and spawn kills and stuff like that, I cannot do it. Absolutely not. But I'm more of a defensive, tactical player myself. But anyway, always try to make crawlers down that alleyway, because it's such close quarters, you know, and they line up really easily, really well. And you just throw one and you usually get about 3 or 4 crawlers on average, which is pretty much all you need. Because I mean, once one dies out, you still got 2 more. And I don't advise ever taking the crossbow unless you have other players with you, because it takes so long to reload. Like, even with Speed Cola, it's too long of a reload for me. And I mean, if you miss the one shot, you're screwed until you're reloaded. And by then, they're already right in your face. And so you kind of need a gun that's able to spray without possibly killing you in return. And I have not tried the L96 or whatever that sniper rifle is called. Like, I haven't even unlocked it in multiplayer. I'm not even a high rank in multiplayer. I'm maybe 22, 23, somewhere around in there. I kind of got a late start. Alright, well, this is ending part 2, so I'll be uploading part 3 soon, so tune in later, and I will see you later.